Castranger.
Wait, Ichi, do you hear that?
Shit.
That sounds like new people here.
We're in danger!
It's getting closer.
Ah!
Wait, who the fuck are these people?
Wow, that was perfectly timed.
Go.
Welcome to Extra Castranger, everybody! Woo! It's our...
Sorry,
Fourth.
Yeah, I don't know how long we've been doing Extra for.
It's our fourth,
Not 4 years, I know that for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Because at first we just did the news segment and then the show, and then people were getting really annoyed that episodes were too long, so it's like, okay, then we'll make a news show, then a show!
Right, so we'll elaborate more on RSC, but for those who are listening now, this week, they were recording, in fact, March 9th, is, in fact, Castranger's 9th anniversary, or 4th! 4th! I was thinking because it's the 9th! We've been out doing this for 9 years!
I fucking hope so.
If only it was Q Ranger still.
But yeah, it's the 4th anniversary of starting Castranger. We'll go into that more on the show itself. Just
So stay fucking tuned.
What a better way to celebrate that than to have someone who's never even seen Kamen Rider.
Quantum Caster,
Technically, you've seen it.
I mean, regularly.
You guys talk about it too much.
So, joining us, in addition to myself, Lane, and Emily, but not Gar, because he's working late.
Because work decided, you don't get to be on
But not God,
show.
because, I mean, fuck it.
Yeah, you gotta make money, girl, like an adult. Fuck off.
No, because his coworker's an asshole, that's why.
Joining us, as you've already heard, is our friend Quantum Caster, who joined us for the debut of Kamen Rider Build.
And I was there, yet I was not.
And also joining us...
I have my own probability distribution.
Okay.
My God.
Going on.
And also joining us for the first time is my very special lady friend. Her name is Dawn, but you will soon come to know her as our first Casterlike, Crimson Fox.
Hello, hello.
Hello, person.
Yeah.
One-handed clap, everybody.
Those are the two weirdest claps I've ever seen in my life. And I've watched Frasier.
And
I do a wicked golf clap.
joining us over Discord is, first of all, our good friend Blaze.
Hi.
And another one of our very popular and well-loved Discord fans, Mr. Shu Hibikase.
Hello.
Whoa, don't use his full name. Jeez.
Well, what...
We don't want to spoil his identity.
We didn't talk about that. Like, what name do you want to go by?
Shoecaster.
Shoe. No, I already got a name.
I want to be the second Casterlike.
Nah, I don't need to be a Casterlike.
I'm too good for that.
We'll figure that out between episodes.
This is Shoecaster. This is his twin brother, Bootcaster.
No, you're left Shoecaster, and the other one's right Shoecaster.
You're Shoe Bros.
Yeah, you're Shoe Brothers.
Left shoe gear, right shoe gear. Funky. Because the funky smell comes from wearing shoes too long.
Left light up shoe, right heely shoe.
Funky match.
You just made me think of the possibility that light up Heelys exist.
I mean, that's possible.
If they do, I want them.
I mean, there were goldfish high heel shoes.
Oh yeah, with the live goldfish in them that died by the end of the night. And then there were ones with fake goldfish, which is better.
They're dead. I can't get them out.
I would have been surprised if a goldfish in a shoe didn't die by the end of the night. You're constantly shaking it as you walk.
I'd be impressed if it lived before the shoes were sold.
I'd be surprised if it lived being created.
Like, does it have some sort of function to feed the fish while the shoes are just sitting in the store?
Think goldfish make sense to exist in general? Like,
okay, we've spent way too much on this.
Let's do the news!
What the fuck is a goldfish? What is a goldfish?
What the fuck is a fish?
a Mr.
Fuck's a Sonic.
Is a fish.
Alright, first up...
And that's the show.
First up on the news docket.
Just can't.
X8 is quickly catching up on Denoh's heels of being the series that won't die. But for a change, I'm happy about it.
Okay, yeah, I was like, seriously, hey, fuck you. I wish Denoh lasted as long as possible.
Alright.
It keeps going Den over and over and over.
It's a show that never ends.
Ah.
Toei has announced...
I mean, it's a show about time travel. Of course it'll never end.
Oh, and Armorhide in our chat says, so X8 is the zombie show.
Depends on how the timeline works.
The dangerous zombie show. Zombie.
That's with a U.
I mean, they showed in the movie that a kid's best friend later on became his dad.
I call myself
Yeah,
all.
that makes sense.
I call myself all day saying dangerous zombie.
I heard.
Oh my god.
So, Toei has announced that there will be an X8 novel, which takes place after the events of the currently releasing trilogy.
Because of course.
We got a nice cover of X8 and Genmu standing next to each other. Japanese publishing company Kodansha will be releasing this novel under the title of Mighty Novel X.
That is absolutely amazing.
That just sounds lame.
It's a visual novel.
Oh god!
It's just,
Oh lord.
I'd play it.
So apparently, the story promises that the past and future of that person will be revealed.
That
Emu,
person?
Dan?
Emu?
I don't like. I guess Emu we haven't really had much history about. It will also be written by Yuya Takahashi, who was the head writer for X8.
Yeah.
Seems like good hands are working on this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's just hope, because we'll never get to read it.
Unless someone translates it, it's entirely
Yep.
possible. Someone translated the mock audio drama, so why not?
That
I
was
mean-
good.
I don't know.
Then again, we would just have
and
to read it
someone's
off of it.
translating the double manga, so I wouldn't say it's out of the question.
Ooh, an X8 manga. That'd be neat.
So the novel will be published in June. So buy it for my birthday. Next.
Don't tell me what to do.
Next, we have our official images for the fucking Genmu Level 0 figure.
Hey, you watch your mouth.
I'm bitter, you know why.
Oh,
We all love our Game Lord Dan.
You know what, fine, but like, if they're willing to release this figure, which requires no effort to redo, I don't know why they can't just take Laser Level 5 and fix it. Anyways, I've talked about this
Fix it.
in forever.
Because they can't
No,
take,
right?
they can't spend so much money on making extra armor for an extra figure.
That's why I'm here.
So,
Well, Eric, what do you think of this figure?
It's too purple.
What are you talking about?
dude,
It's more
the-
black on it.
There's-
than purple.
this is the less purple version.
I mean, there's
It's
Yeah.
too.
there's less purple.
I'm gonna say black and white and purple.
Do you like the spiky hair?
Almost
on
said
it?
it
The
was
fuck
too
do you
black.
gotta get?
Anyways,
The fuck you
black,
got against
white,
purple?
gray, green.
I was gonna say, this is a man who's never seen Genmu in the show, so...
Yeah, that
See
sounds
that
about right.
belt he's wearing?
Yeah,
It's a gaming console.
sweet.
He literally has a Vita strapped to his dick.
not exactly.
Televita. Anyways,
God, all I can think about is
It gets even more awkward when one of them when one man turns into his motorcycle,
Well, when
Right.
the Vita was first announced, they
Yeah,
talked
that's
about
just-
the back.
and he has to
touching
ride him in more
action.
ways than one.
And that just makes it even more awkward.
So, the figure arts Genmu Level 0 is Premium Bandai, unsurprisingly, because people will pay whatever it costs to get Dan the Man. What it does come with, I think we touched on when the first scans went out, is the Buggle Drive, the Gashikon Bug Visor Zawai, and Dan's
And a life
99
counter.
life count.
And then just a display of him as Shindan Kuroto. And there's him fighting Bill because he did that in the show.
yeah, it's red and blue.
Wait a minute.
Because he thought he was X8 and then he killed him. He's like, oh shit, I killed him. And then he comes back and
It's
he's like,
Wait, if that one's red and blue, is that too purple?
Right? So,
Wait a minute. If you think Gen was too purple, what do you think of Rogue?
we
Oh,
basically
God.
have a palette swap and a Kikaider knockoff.
there
That's
you
an
go.
interesting pose going on there, actually. It looks like they're about to race off in different directions.
race you around the block.
My godliness will beat your rabbit
No.
speed.
No, passing off the torch.
They look like they look like someone freeze framed a dance.
Yeah, it's a Dan. It's a
a
Dan.
dance-off.
Dan.
I was about to say.
Oh.
I was about to say
Oh
you better
my
fucking not.
God.
That was too easy of a joke to go with.
Easy with the rich evidence there, so.
Okay, so the Genmu
That was
Level
so
0.
close, though, whatever.
The Genmu Level 0 figure stands at 145 millimeters tall.
Yep.
Comes with replacement wrists,
Yep,
as well as the Gashikon breaker,
yep.
and of course the 6-inch figure of the God of 6-inch figure of the Meme Lord will be released July of this year for the base price of 62.64 yen before shipping and markup.
So again for my birthday.
It
So
just
basically,
comes
Making a doll out of John.
good.
So basically, you can have a meme lord on your shelf for the rest of the goddamn time.
I mean, I already have a meme lord on my shelf, but sure.
He has
So
multiple
two,
meme
three
lords on
of
the
them.
shelf.
Yep.
Anyways,
It only comes with replacement wrists, no hands.
No hands.
just the wrist.
Damn it!
It's just
God damn it.
Next story.
So, this one's been kind of blowing up, especially today, but apparently there's one fan on Twitter by the handle of Rider_Kyoju, that's KYOUJYU, who apparently made Bang Bang Tank and the Bang Bang Tank gashat and the Yujo Burst icons.
I've been waiting for those.
Because Toei and Bandai won't get off their asses and release them, some fan has taken it upon himself, and as a commemoration for himself hitting 7,000 followers on Twitter, will be giving these away to one of his fans.
That's interesting. So it was both fan-made
Ichi?
and real.
Didn't we skip one?
Shit. You want to talk about a quantum state. God
yeah.
damn.
Sorry, I meant to add that. I'll add it in a sec.
We skipped the other.
Yeah,
figure
I'll
arts.
talk about that one next. Sorry, because that was like just added. Okay,
Alright.
so, Bang Bang Tank, Gashat, and Yujo Burst icons. Things that Toei never got around to making, so fans have to literally take things into their own hands.
I love looking at the translation. It just there's it's describing it just as glowing sounds.
DX Phantom item set will be presented to one person by lottery.
The translation thing on Twitter is never accurate.
Yeah,
pretty great.
it's funny though.
Yeah.
Friendship Burst Ghost Eye Spirit and Bang Bang Tanka Shut that have not been realized yet are gifts for a set.
Take it.
Please read the application summary carefully. Please apply without hesitation. Do it!
I like how it turned
Do it
Bang
now.
Bang Tank Gashat
Yeah.
into Bang Bang
Tanka
Tanka
Shut.
Shut. And also, it's both real and fan-made at the same time.
Yeah.
No, it's not that it auto-translated. It's just that's how it got past the copyrights.
Yeah.
It's not the Bang Bang Tank Shut. It's the Bang Bang Tank Shut.
Right?
It's still
That's
no
how we-
Bang Bang Tank
They're
form.
gonna Chinese bootleg their way through the legal loopholes.
Oh my goodness.
It's not a gashat if I don't call it one.
It's a Tanka
It's
Shut.
just a shut.
It's just a shot.
It's not a gas. It's
Sounds
just
No,
a
right.
gas.
that's cool. They did. This guy did.
Yeah.
Dedication.
I just want to see videos of it. I'm super curious.
Did they actually
I
work?
mean,
I'm wondering if they programmed
Maybe.
stuff into it.
It says glowing sound.
Yujo might work with the movie, but we never saw a transformation with Tank.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It might just take the audio from the one time you used it as a finisher.
Yeah, maybe.
Ugh.
We'll see.
Actually, no, the 2 times is for the finisher.
Oh, was it?
Nothing.
Okay, next. Just announced, or at least shown off today at SHF Tamashii Nations, a couple new figure arts. First off, we have Cronus.
Yep.
Kamen Rider Cronus, Chronicle Gamer, as well as Genmu Level Billion.
Yeah.
I can't say I'm surprised, but this still staggered me for a sec when I saw this.
What's
Yet
the
again, they could make a-
pose?
He's
Yet again, they can make a level billion, but they can't make laser level 5 or
Well,
level 3.
They did make Laser Level 5.
Oh, right.
Again, they
I don't
love.
collect
They
figure
know
arts, so-
we love Genmu, so they're making all the Genmu.
Well, someone said it's announced delayed another month.
Yeah.
See if Laser became the popular character in X8, then we'd get getting Laser stuff out the wazoo. But
I mean, he was for a while.
yeah, and then
That's why
Dan
everyone
killed
was
him.
upset when he died on Christmas.
Thanks for opening that wound up
That
again.
was a great Christmas.
That said, if they do actually release the figure art of Genmu Level Billion, I'll probably buy it because I like it way the fuck more than X899, which is a disgusting mess of colors.
Whoa. Okay.
I've been very vocal about
I know
that.
you have.
I like it.
And also revealed, Kamen Rider Grease.
And he looks very, very pretty.
God,
very
I'm not
shiny.
Even
I
into
like that.
Kamen Rider, and I can tell that looks good.
Yeah, that's really nice. The transparent.
Except I'm
parts.
pretty sure Blaze might have a couple things to say.
I think the brown is just a little too light. Just a little bit darker and it'd be perfect.
I think it looks darker in this than in the show.
I don't know. You can just see, I just feel like
The
you
one
can
on the
see
show
the
was
gold behind it too well.
So yeah, those are on display and possibly being released. We'll see.
Excited.
Yeah.
Next, we have the episode titles for the upcoming Rogue spin-off.
Yeah, my boy.
So it's going to be 3 episodes. Stop me if you sense the pattern. The first episode, Night Rogue Rises.
Oh my god.
Oh god damn it.
Damn it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, the next one's much worse.
Na 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 na.
Night Rogue!
The next one's bad.
So the first episode will be in the past, where we see the rise of Faust and how Gentoku became Night Rogue. And the second episode will be called Dark Night Fall, which is after he leaves Toto and his path to becoming Rogue. And the third episode will just be called Kamen Rider Rogue, which highlights his rebirth into Kamen Rider Rogue.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I don't understand why that requires a separate episode from the second one, but alright.
Because he's
Filler.
cool enough that he needs it.
So this is
That
being
is the
written
most
by...
straight answer I've ever heard in my life. Filler.
We need something to put on the discs! So this is being written by Yoshimasa Akamatsu, who did Corpse Party, and is being helmed by Shogo Muto, who not only works on Kamen Rider Build, but also did Crow Zero. The first episode will be included in the first Build Blu-ray set, which will be releasing on March 28th, which also includes episodes 1 to 12, and will be releasing for 19,800 yen, which is just shy of $200.
Yeah, that seems to
Japan
explain
loves
a
their
lot.
expensive Blu-rays.
Nexto! Speaking of titles, we have the official title for the Amazons movie. It will be titled Kamen Rider Amazons the Movie, The Final Judgment!
Where's the final judgment? We're done with that.
God, everyone's out of sync.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. It's so bad.
Ah, it's his fault.
Oh.
Well, I just refuse to sing thanks.
Blame Gar. He's not here to defend himself.
Right? Ooh.
So it's a Kamen Rider Amazon. I'm thinking like, so it's all like
kidding.
Kamen Rider full of Amazon women.
No.
No.
I know. I know.
It's
There's a
based
lot of
off an
context.
old school Showa rider called Kamen Rider Amazon.
But that
He
would
was
be a
he was
cool idea.
He was a rider raised in the Amazon jungle.
It would be a cool idea, and you know it,
Sure.
especially in today's age.
Right?
Yeah.
I will agree with you that there aren't nearly enough female riders.
This movie's going to be really cool.
There was
and-
that cool one in Gun.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a cameo from Wonder Woman, and there's gonna be like, this is the
Yeah,
DCU.
like a Themyscira
They
Kamen
end up
Riders.
in Themyscira.
Just
Yeah.
like all the people saying that Wrinkle in Time is secretly part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah. So this movie is being directed by veteran writer-director Hidenori Ishida, who did Kabuto Godspeed Love. Scripts being written by the gentleman behind Exade, Yuya Takahashi, and the film will be supervised by Amazon's head writer Yasuko Kobayashi, who also did O's and Shinkenger. The movie is
O's?
Yep, O's.
See, it's being supervised. It's being supervised by the head writer of Amazon's because he's so worried that the head writer of X8
Don't fuck it up.
Yeah, don't fuck up my legacy, please.
And then Dan comes in, just like,
Oh.
What?
And
And
then-
I'll be so mad if Dan shows up.
I mean, hey, it's being written by the guy who did O's, so you know that anything goes.
And then it just
Sure it's
turns
not
out
us.
Amazon is all a video game.
Sure, that's not a justified rhyme.
So, the movie will be releasing in Japan May 19th in both standard and 4D formats.
Ah, that's my mother's
So it's
birthday.
gonna have like the chairs moving like D-Box?
4D? What the fuck would that be like?
Right? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, they actually released Star Wars The Last Jedi in 4D in
No,
Japan.
no.
There was a special version called for Light Side and a special version for Dark Side, which had different effects.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I know.
Oh my god.
Of course
Japan,
there's
why do you
only-
get all the good stuff?
I don't
Because
know.
it's Japan.
It's like, is time
it is
going on in
because
that
it is
show?
because it's
It's
fucking
technically
Japan.
a four-dimensional show.
But yeah, so again, as
Where's
I've
the wrong
always
money?
been saying, await Enter the Amazons the movie coming soon. That's my Amazon show I do. It's fun.
Still dumbfounded of the Neo
Alright.
Alpha.
Alright, next. We also have the theme song for the Amazons movie announced.
Ooh,
Eat, kill, all.
it's gone.
It's like the evil version.
Wait,
of
okay.
Free
So
Love.
we got Armor Zone, which is supposed to be Amazon, Dice Set Down, which is supposed to be Disetsidon. So what's Eat Kill All?
I'm not sure.
Is it just
says the theme for Kamen Rider Amazon's the movie Final Judgment is Eat, Kill, All.
It'll be performed by Taro Kobayashi and Nob. N-O-B.
Oh, good. So they're bringing back the guy who just sung the first two songs.
Oh, good.
Good. Yay!
Kobayashi did the first two theme songs, and Nob did the openings to Bokenger and Ghost Sager.
Okay. Hey, the Ghost Sager opening's pretty good.
Tenso.
I
hope it's that.
Eat them and then kill them.
I hope it's the person who said Tenso that's coming in.
Sounds like the evil
Amazon.
version of Eat, Pray, Love.
Amazon.
Doesn't it?
Okay, so
Amazon's
good. The theme song is in good hands.
Yeah.
Amazon's dude.
Mm-hmm.
Next, the VS Changer, now that it's in the wild, as you can expect, has been hacked, and we now know all of the sounds that are built into it.
Spoilers!
Well, welcome to the spoiler show.
Yeah.
This is gonna be cool. What's
They
in it?
spoiled it. Spoiled it. Spoiled it. Spoiled it.
I'm not surprised. This happens every time.
They spoil us all! They spoil us
that
all!
too.
They spoil us all! I'll have the Toku.
Oh my god, that was good.
The Riders are nothing but ultimate evil!
Alright, so, on the Lupin Ranger side, the sounds programmed in are Red, Blue, Yellow, Good Striker, Cyclone, Scissor, Blade, Hammer, Silver, which will probably be for Lupin X, Fire, which is believed to be also for Lupin X, Paint, Black, which apparently has the code 000, which means there's probably going to be a Lupin Black. My guess, Lupin himself, or maybe the master that Kogure is serving.
No, the master's going to be Lupin X Patron X.
We don't know that
He
yet.
has to be!
Who knows?
He made the fucking system, we know it!
He didn't make it. They were
Stolen?
curated by
no,
Lupin.
Arsene Lupin, they did not have this technology 100 fucking years ago.
Who knows? Maybe he's a time thief.
Well, there were also like
Well, I mean,
aliens and
Maybe it's
stuff.
just called
Maybe it
bullshit.
just takes place in the future and in a different dimension, like Q Ranger.
But
I sure don't remember hovercrafts in the year 1918.
I remember when we talked about Patron minus
you there?
Ichigo that there was a video
No.
showing that the sounds had like an evil twinge. So maybe Lupin Black is also evil. Maybe there's just like an evil Lupin Ranger and an evil Patch Ranger.
That'd be cool if, like, Don Yaboon just makes, like, Keiichiro and Kairi's bitches.
So there's also the sounds for Victory Striker, Miracle Masquerade's Super Kaito Change, which means that's their super forms.
Oh boy.
Also in the Lupin Ranger side of sounds, Halloween, Jewel, Chocolate, Chain, Christmas, Jackpot, Magic, Boomerang, Prism, and Special.
Wait, they have a magic power?
Yep.
I want to know what special
Well, I'm
is.
definitely rooting for them now.
And then over on the Patch Ranger side of the sounds, Ichigo, Nigo, Sango, Good Striker, Biker, Crane, Drill, Gold, which will be for Patron X, Thunder, minus Ichigo, and Zero Go.
Yep.
Just like I said.
Let's hope Hilltop is Zero Go.
Right?
That would be cool.
And then the Patch Ranger Superform, Siren Striker, Great Patrize, Cho Keisatsu Change.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the sounds on their side are Laser, Special, Jail, Music, Delicious, Rescue, Super Sentai, Dog, Splash, Blizzard, and Flash.
Okay, I'm going to say this now. If I'm definitely excited for the Siren Striker, especially if it has like lights and like siren sounds.
Probably will.
I will love it.
The fact that a Super Sentai sound in there means they might release VS vehicles based on other Sentai's vehicles.
Oh,
That would be
please! And a Blizzard one. I'm excited for that because I like ice and ice powers and stuff. So.
And here's where things get interesting. Other sounds programmed into it. Kamen Rider Build, Happy Birthday, Festival, and then there's the two sounds that are for the Lupin Ranger, Patch Ranger emblems. Kimi wa Kaito Sentai Lupin Ranger Da, and Kimi wa Keisatsu Sentai Patch Ranger Da.
Basically badges.
So what we can gather from this is both teams will get super forms. There will be a Lupin Black, And there will be a Patron minus Ichigo and Zero Go.
Ooh.
We also,
So I guess that means Lupin X is going to be more of a Lupin Ranger guy. And so since the both teams left 4.
I guess so.
I don't know.
Emily, you were saying.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just saying we need to remember that they could be hiding some stuff behind an alternate transformation device as well.
Also very possible.
Probably.
So there could be some characters who are going to be in the show, but we do not know because they transform with a different thing.
That's entirely possible and very likely.
Yep.
It would have been cool if there was some kind of thing where, I don't know, like they could they found sounds for like pink and green, so like you could see them like swap sides a bit.
Mm.
Well, we'll see.
I was excited.
Next, we have official images of the Cyclone Dial Fighter. It looks pretty neat.
It's neato.
So its gimmick is it has 2 of these little helicopter rotor blades, and when you activate the dial on it, they each pop out to each side.
Honestly, it looks like Type Technic if it was just a plane.
Right? That's kind of the
Yeah,
vibe I got
it
from it.
looks like it. Same color scheme, too.
Yeah.
And of course, it can be used in Lupin Kaiser.
There you go.
So the Cyclone Dial Fighter will be released solo for 1,500 yen on March 24th. And on the other side, we have the Biker Trigger Machine.
Oh, wow.
And as we mentioned last week, it is in fact
a little
designed
dude on it. That's cute.
with a rider.
Yep.
So it's pretty much a common rider Zord, if you think about it.
I get. Well, like it's a patrol officer.
I know, but
Highway patrol officers use bikes.
it's a guy in a suit on a bike.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say about the Cyclone Dial Fighter.
Mm.
Prepare yourself for the stinging blades of the windmill.
Uh-oh.
So as we mentioned before, the gimmick on this one is that the wheel pops out and it can tilt up to do a wheelie.
Holy shit.
And
Basically
of course,
turning into a yo-yo now that I think about it.
Yeah, I want this. I want the
Wheel for
yo-yo
a
weapon.
hand.
right? I'm buying it too, just because it's like a blue VS vehicle.
I'm buying it because it's a yo-yo.
Sure.
Other and Yongo.
Comedy bit in a batch.
Peterin yo-yo.
Patron yo.
Patron yo-yo. Patron yogo.
Yongo. That's
Yeah.
right, Yongo.
So this one also is 1,500 yen, March 24th release. Next.
Power Rangers RPG.
We play together!
Thank you.
Oh, that's cool. Like Nexum Mobile?
Nexon Mobile, a well-known gaming developer, especially in the mobile community, has also, because they also did Power Rangers Dash, has put out Power Rangers. It's literally just called Power Rangers RPG. It's now in closed beta, but if you're sneaky enough, you can download the APK onto your Android device. And I've played a little bit of it, and it's not bad.
Cool.
So just wanted to make sure everyone knew about that. Not going to say too much about it. If you're able to play it, go play it.
Cool.
Oh wow, they even have Flynn as one of the characters in the promotional image.
Yeah, you start out in this, at least my version of the story, you start out as the Go-Angers, or the RPM Rangers.
There you go.
It plays,
Like the
honestly,
Operator series.
it plays pretty similarly to Kamen Rider Storm Heroes. So if you played that, you sort of have an idea of what to expect.
Well, I didn't, so I don't.
Next, speaking of Power Rangers, Amy Jo Johnson, the MMPR Pink Ranger, is apparently pitching a new digital series.
Oh.
Oh, about
And
what?
she needs our help.
Oh, of course she does.
So this is her new project, which is called The Has-Been. Is there a bit of projecting in this, I'm thinking?
I don't know.
Oh, no.
She has been?
The Has-Been follows an aging actress, Jordana, who, while currently down on her luck, starred in a popular children's show a couple decades ago.
Oh my god, it's really
Oh
good.
no! In order for Jordana, played by Johnson, to pay her debts and maintain her lifestyle, she turns to touring the fandom convention scene.
So it's just Amy Jo Johnson in
It's
real
a
life.
biopic!
Yeah.
However, with a smirk, Johnson assures us it's not about me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sure
Liar.
it is, baby. Sure it is.
Apparently-
Never makes you sleep at night.
Apparently, she's going to be acting, writing, directing, and producing this digital series. She plans to be joined by actresses Allegra Fulton from The Shape of Water and Jane Eastwood from 2004's Dawn of the Dead.
Okay.
Johnson is
Don't
hoping
worry,
that...
Bill, I still think you're hot. Not in that way.
Thank you, Eric.
Not that you're hot. You're not popular, but you know.
I'd say she's still popular.
In that nostalgia '90s kids still want to
So
jerk
wait.
off to you kind of way.
Are you saying you're only sexually attracted to popularity?
I'm not. I'm saying she's still
Well
hot.
done, Eric. Well done.
That just sounds too good.
No, I'm saying.
Either I'm there or you're hot. Quantum Caster.
Yeah.
Well,
There you go.
I feel as if Tumblr's gonna think this is a new sexuality.
So
Cares
Johnson
what
is
Tumblr thinks, though.
Johnson is hoping that enthusiastic fans will spread the word to help the has-been gather support, views, and the financial backing it needs. So, kind of a Kickstarter-ish thing?
You know,
There's no actual link to it, but there's a video, so look up the has-been if you want to support her.
cool.
Since this is going on YouTube, that's probably not going to be a hard thing to do.
Nope.
Neato. Next, speaking of Power Rangers, the MMPR Anniversary Special has been announced. So, yay, also Power Rangers Anniversary.
Yeah, that's true.
What are the odds?
So, there is a one-shot comic coming out commemorating the 25 years since the debut of Power Rangers. Creators contributing to this comic are Magdalene Visaggio, who did Eternity Girl, Joe Quinones, who did Howard the Duck, Sina Grace, who did Iceman, and Marcus Toe, who did Nightwing. And it will feature covers by Steve Morris, who did Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Raza, and Joe Quinones as well. This one-shot will be put out in June.
So terrible jokes among everything.
Pretty much.
I mean, it has one of the guys who did Howard the Duck. It's gonna be terrible jokes.
Yep.
Speaking of the comics, joining the Power Rangers Shattered Grid crossover event in a move I couldn't have predicted, fucking Power Rangers HyperForce, the tabletop series.
Well,
So the HyperForce Rangers are entering canon in form of the Shattered Grid comics.
That's interesting.
Oh.
oh boy.
So
Confusing.
So they're kicking off Shattered Grid with Power Rangers comic number 25, which will be released on March 21st. And of course, HyperForce is still running on Twitch every Tuesday from 6 to 9 PT.
Hey.
And lastly on that, we have the comic cover variant that features HyperForce, including this Time Force Silver that apparently happened in that.
Yeah, he's like their sister.
It's Coda.
Yeah. So that comic cover actually looks pretty good, I gotta say.
Yeah, I love the Time Force Silver suit. It looks so nice.
Yeah, so this comic variant will be available to attendees at WonderCon 2018, which is happening March 23rd through 25th. Next, speaking of HyperForce, guess who else is cameoing?
Orion!
Orion!
Super Mega Force. He's the silver Mega Force Ranger.
He's the guy, but he's
Yeah.
not Guy.
Oh my
Yeah,
He's
actually
that dude.
He actually had a pretty tragic backstory in the show. He watched this entire race get destroyed.
Orion was the only good character.
And he found the Morpher in a bunch of rocks, trained to use it, and then escaped to the ship.
That is pretty tragic.
Yeah.
And in the words of Linkara, he was smart enough to not put the magic key in the box.
So,
Just
yeah.
hope, yeah.
Good for him.
Next, Takeru Sato, who originally played Denoh, instead of coming back to Denoh, is now starring in the $1 Million Man film.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Like the cyborg guy?
Based on Genki Kawamura's Oku Otoko novel. A young man who's desperate for money and wins the lottery, but then his friend steals his money.
Oh,
Good story.
Spoilers!
Yeah, that sounds like the whole story right
Beginning,
there.
middle, and done.
And then he died. The end.
He was so ugly that everyone died.
Ouch.
So everyone's using SpongeBob references. So
2 hours later.
that didn't help at all.
So,
I blame
also,
myself for that.
for anyone who cares, also part of this film's cast are Issei Takahashi from Shin Godzilla, Tatsuya Fujiwara from Death Note and Battle Royale, Kazuki Kitamura from Godzilla Final Wars and Parasite.
Ooh.
Erika Sawajiri from One Liter of Tears. That is a terrible name. Eliza Ikeda from Wolf Girl and Black Prince. And the movie is being directed by the person who directed the Rurouni Kenshin movie, Keiichi Otomo. And the film will be releasing in Japan October 19th.
Well, no wonder Takeru Sato's in it, because he played Rurouni Kenshin in the Rurouni Kenshin movies.
Right? You just, like, picked him up from the set and dragged him over.
Yeah, you know what? Some directors like doing that. They like bringing back the same actors in their movies.
That's fair.
Tim
Just having
Burton.
actors in their closets.
It didn't totally suck working with you. Come on to my next project.
Roses are Johnny Depp, violets are Johnny Depp, Johnny Depp, Johnny Depp. A poem by Tim Burton.
With the occasional Helena
Starring
Bonham
Helena
Carter.
Bonham Carter.
Actually, wait.
I
Was it-
didn't make that up.
Didn't the first series of Unfortunate Events movie have, like, the trailer was just, like, had Jim Carrey playing, like, 30 people?
Yeah,
I just remember I remember the trailer going, Jim Carrey, Jim Carrey, Jim
Well, that's
Carrey.
because Count Olaf dresses up as a
Was an
bunch of
actor.
different people.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
Alright. And our last news story for today. Ganba Rising has been putting out some cards that are of interest. Apparently they're putting out cards that are a full 3-man team to use in Ganba Rising.
That's a neat idea. I like that.
So,
They're pretty cool.
looking at these, we have Team Hai!
Oh, Hayai, I think it is.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah, because there's
Team
Kabuto and Drive.
yeah.
It's Hayai!
So we have Build Rabbit form, Drive Type Speed, and Kabuto Rider form, who are all obviously fast boys.
All you need is Drive.
Would win.
Drive?
Would win three tank boys or three fast boys. I don't know.
This thick
next-
speedsters.
Next card, which is probably Team Tsuyoi, because it just says 2A. We have Build Tank form. We have Zolda and Snipe Combat Shooting Gamer Level 3. Interesting choices.
Yeah, it's an odd choice right there.
Next,
I just realized looking at the whatever, however you say that, they put a masked rider Zolda. instead of common rider
because up until Double, they were always referred to as masked riders in the translation, and then when Double started, they actually changed it to Common.
Zolda. Oh.
Yeah, some trivia there.
Yeah, so Double was the first true Kamen Rider. Well, to like bear the name.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So wait a minute. Technically, then we got it wrong when we did Dragon Knight. We got it wrong.
Whatever.
Common.
Let's not. Even I think we're getting into semantics.
Yep.
Next, we
Yes.
have Team Yabe!
Yabe!
Which are all Berserker forms, which is to say Build Rabbit Tank Hazard, O's Putotira combo, and Double Fang Joker.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, bam, man.
Or as I call them, the Angry Boys.
Yep. Oh, Build Hazard looks so good.
Children.
The Wild Children. Next, we have Team Dragoon.
No, it's
Is
Team
it-
Dragon!
No, it's Dragoon, it's 2 O's.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah, but the other ones all have like extended things, like 3 letters.
Because they weren't trying to spell actual words.
So we got Kamen Rider Cross Charge, X8, Dragon Gamer Level 5.
Hunter Action Gamer Level 5.
Whatever. And then
That's a very
Wizard
long name.
Fire All Dragon.
Well,
Yep.
all dragon.
Yeah, all Dragon. Yep. Alright.
And next is Team Machi.
Next, we have Team Machine.
Which this bothers me because we got Grease, then we have Rising Ixa,
Which I don't really get because he's not really machine themed.
and then Machine Chaser, when I think it should have been Kamen Rider Chaser.
I think that the thought there was Machine Chaser is more machinistic, is the weird word I'm
Well,
trying to put
the name
together.
is Machine.
Then the rider form.
I guess so.
Because the rider form looks more like a
He's more
crusader.
clearly a machine than Kamen Rider Chaser is. But I understand your concern, but I do think this was the right choice. Just shake it up with a little variety.
Maybe
Put a rider like that.
maybe he's just like considered a machine because like his like henching device or whatever is like a robot kind of.
Kind of.
I guess so.
Alright. And finally we have Team Warui,
Evil team.
which means evil.
Warui.
And we have Rogue, Genmu,
Ichi.
Zombie Gamer Level X, and Oja.
Yeah, no, we got the emotionalist fucking dude, the over crazy game master, and then the serial killer.
Is that head popping out of that dude's stomach? I can't tell what's going on.
No.
Which one?
Where?
The imagery looks cluttered.
This
Well,
one?
it's because they're all just together in a shot.
You're talking about this one?
They're all three
Go
separate.
up.
They're all three separate people.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know
One's a
which one you're
cobra,
talking
one's
about.
a zombie,
yeah.
one's a
The
crocodile.
imagery looks a little cluttered to me.
Sure.
I thought you were gonna say one's a cobra, one's a zombie, one's a crotch. I don't
Crocodile.
know. I don't know why you were.
Crotch up, finish!
Crotchosaurus.
That's Sentai Kamen's power.
Right?
Crotches.
So yeah, those are coming to Gamba Rising, and I'm excited not only to see these in action, but I hope that they do more of these.
Looking at this, I have just one question. If these are supposed to be versus cards, why are some of them stronger than the others?
What?
Take it up with God, huh?
Yeah, those are really cool cards.
Yeah.
And then it makes very little sense, because the one that Grease is on, it looks like it has like 1700 power, but the one Rogue is on only has 1450.
Maybe they've balanced out like the individual attack reels. I don't know.
Who knows?
Anyways, those are cool.
Yep.
That's about it for the news.
Now we could get started with our regularly scheduled program.
Yep.
What do you say?
See you on the show, everybody.
Thank you for listening.